Hey, hello, greetings from exotic Northwest Pennsylvania. Happy Dog Farm, April 10th, 2011. Today was grafting day. I may be a little late, but not too late. And I ran out of rootstock because I ended up with more scion than I expected, which is kind of a nice thing. But I didn't want to lose it. Some of it was Harrelson, some of it was some gray pear Maine, some just kind of some neat stuff. And I thought, what am I going to do with this? So I took to Larry, Curly, and Moe, and I've done a little bit of creative grafting to try and preserve that scion. And if I just don't leave it there, I'll harvest scion from the scion, son of scion, and I'll make sure I get the rootstock next year. So let me show you what I did, how I did it, and you can mock my naivete. I'm making mistakes. First mistake. These trees weren't pruned for top grafting. I thought I was doing it, but I've learned since I didn't. One of the things that's really important here is the deer forage. And if you look low, well, you can't so much on this tree. Well, down here, you can see where the deer have been munching a bunch. Anyway, so all my grafts had to be above deer level. Okay, that's not so bad. But I think I would have left more water sprouts. Because darn if they aren't really handy for grafting onto. For example, right there, right there, I did a cleft graft. It's not a very big piece of wood, but I smacked that puppy in half, and what I've got on there is gray pear Maine on one side and Adams pear Maine on the other. So, I'll keep those alive, and that's a really nice, vigorous piece of water sprout there. Put it to use, and I'm going to be a lot more conservative on how I cut these lower water sprouts now, because they come in handy. Walking around, Harrison, one of the first ones I put on here. I cut off a notch there, didn't want it competing. Did a really not terribly elegant saddle graft there, but that piece of wood will live on, and I'm happy about that. Walking over here by Murphy on this tree, I got really creeped. You can see muscat, whatever that is, that thing. It's on there. That one's just right onto it. Again, another piece of another water sprout. I whacked that piece off, and I did that aberration there, that really ugly thing. It's windy, but that's all Harrelson, which is what the flappy thing says. Well, the plan was, and the plan is, to keep the rootstock alive, and that's what, not the rootstock, the scion alive. I'm going to heel in for a day or two the scion that I grafted to rootstock. I don't have holes ready. I'm going to pot them all. Let them stay in pots for the summer. I found out last time I did that really wasn't so bad. That worked out pretty well. I can keep them near the house. It's easier to water them. The deer don't bother them. And then I'll plant them in the fall when they go dormant. Meanwhile, I have the entire summer to prep the planting area. And I have a space for them. It's just I got to get out with the backhoe, trench, make a home for them. So that's what's going on today. But the big thing is if you're thinking you're going to get scion, you're going to collect scion, and you may not be able to use it all at once, top grafting using an old existing tree seems to be a really good idea. And if you have a tree that you think you might use it for that in the future, take a good look at it. Think about deer, think about other things that might be a problem, and leave yourself some good water sprouts, because they make for a really nice something to graft onto. I have no idea what how precocious this will be as far as bearing fruit, but my real intent was to keep the scion alive and preserve it. That's numero uno. Well, that's all the news from Happy Dog Farm. I wish you all a wonderful April. It's like 70 today. Go figure. Take care. Bye-bye.